Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Farhan Yasfa. I'm from International Relations Class B, Riau University. Now I want to explain about supporting detail and transition. The first is supporting details. Supporting details provide information to clarify, provide, or explain the main idea. These details demonstrate the validity of the main idea. They often list part, aspect, step, or example of the main idea. Or sometimes they may list the cause of it, effect from it, or way in which it shows itself to be true. And next is type or supporting information. The first is example. Usually, a writer gives an example to make an idea practical and understandable. An example shows how a principle, concept, problem, or process work or can be applied in a real situation. Next, description. An author uses a description to help you visualize the appearance, organization, or composition of an object, a place, or a process. Next, fact and statistic. Another way to support an idea is to include facts or statistics that provide information about the main idea or controlling idea. Next is citation of research evidence. Authors report the result of survey, experiment, and research study to sustain theory or principle or the lend support to a particular viewpoint. Transition. Transition are linking words or phrases that a writer uses to lead on the order from one idea to another. If you get in the habit of recognizing transition, you will see that they often guide your thought a paragraph, enable you to read it more easily. The transition have six types. The first is time sequence. The author is arranging ideas in the order in which they happen. The example is first, later, next, and finally. The next is example. An example will follow. For example, for intent, to illustrate, and suggest. The next is continuation. The author is continuing with the same idea and is going to provide additional information. The example is also, in addition, and further, and another. The next is contrast. The author is switching of a different, opposite, or contrasting idea than previously. An example is, on the other hand, in the contrast, however. Next, comparison. The writer will show how the previous idea is similar to what the follow. And the example is like with, and similarly. And next is cause effect. The writer will show a connection between two normal things, how one thing causes another, or how something happens as a result of something else. And the example is because, thus, therefore, since, and consequently. Just that for me, and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.